Hello and welcome back to our digital Sunday school. I am so glad that you are joining me again this week. Now, to set some things straight, I know what you might be thinking. Hey, you're not at the church. Well, I'm going to tell you guys kind of the quick version of the story. So Sarah got sick and she tested positive for the virus. And so I'm quarantining at my house. Now, I'm not sick. I haven't felt sick, but a couple months ago, I ended up signing up to try the vaccine that they're developing. And so far, I haven't been sick. And they don't tell you what you get for a shot. They either give you a fake shot that has, like, when you get your shots in your arms. They gave me a shot, either of a placebo, which means that it's just salt water, or they gave me the actual vaccine. But I'm not getting sick, so I think I might have gotten the vaccine, and I think it's working. So I have to stay at my house for a little while, and I got tested just to be sure to see if I got the virus or not, and I'm just waiting results. So to not get other people sick, I'm at my house for a couple of weeks. I'm quarantining just to make sure that I don't spread this out into the community. So unfortunately, that means that we can't have our Christmas tree in the background, which, as you saw last week, was plain. And we were going to add more and more each week. So when we can return to the church, that tree and that space is going to look way different. It's going to be really cool. So instead, I am in a guest bedroom in my house that I have converted into a studio. You can kind of see on my glasses, when I look this way, you see these white spots. Well, those are some lights that I have set up to kind of have some better lighting in here. I would have the microphones, but I'm waiting on one adapter to connect the soundboard that I have to my phone. So everything is just being done to my phone because I don't have anything else to record it with like I was using before. Just because with the live streaming at the church, we had to keep the tablet that we used there so other people could use it and could live stream our worship. So that way we can still keep that going out in the community. But enough about me and my story right now. Let's connect in our way so that, or like we do every week, so we know that we are connected through the Holy Spirit. But not only are we going to light our candles, we are going to put one more sticker on our peace candle of our Advent wreath. Now, I didn't have time to grab my Advent wreath, and I forgot when I asked for some of my stuff, somebody had to drop it off. I forgot to ask for that. So unfortunately, I don't have that with me this week. But take that sticker, put it on your peace candle, and then let's light our candles so we can know that we are connected through the Holy Spirit, even though we are not watching at the same time. My candle has a little bit of a crackle to it because it's one of those wood burning wicks. And I love the sound of that. So, and it smells really good too. So that's why I have that going on. But anyways, our story today comes from Luke chapter 1, verses 26 through 38. Luke chapter 1, 26 through 38. And in your Spark Storybook Bible, it's on page 196. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time to find those. Luke chapter 1, 26 through 38, or page 196 in your Spark Storybook Bibles. Angel's Visit. Mary was a young woman, and she lived in a town called Nazareth. She was engaged to be married to a man named Joseph. One day, a tall, handsome man appeared in front of Mary. His clothes were bright white. His hair was dark and curly, and his eyes sparkled like lights. Mary knew that this man must be an angel. "Hello, Mary," he said. "God is with you." Mary stepped backward. His deep voice scared her. "Don't be afraid," he said. "God sent me to tell you that you are going to have a son, who you'll name Jesus. He's going to be very important to many people." "A son? But I'm not yet married," she had said. "How is this going to happen?" "The Holy Spirit will come to you," the angel replied. "Your son will be the Son of God." "The Son of God? My son?" Mary thought about all these things. It didn't seem possible, and she didn't believe that anything was possible for God. Or she did believe that anything was possible for God. I am God's servant, and I'll do whatever God says, she said. But her mind was racing. What will Joseph think? Would he believe her? And Mary was nervous. When Mary told Joseph about the angel and about her giving birth to God's son, he did just what she was afraid that he would do. He didn't believe her. He talked about not marrying her anymore. And Mary felt so sad. But she remembered what the angel had said, and she trusted God. The next day, something wonderful happened. Joseph came to her and said, "An angel came to me in a dream," he said. "Joseph, don't be afraid to make Mary your wife. She's going to have a son, and you're going to name him Jesus. He's going to save people from their sins." Mary smiled a big smile, and she was so happy that tears of joy filled her eyes and trickled down her cheeks. She felt Joseph's love again. "I am not scared for you to be my wife, Mary," he said. "I will be with you, and we will name the boy Jesus." As we are in this Advent season and we are waiting and preparing, we wait and we prepare in peace today. And what brings us that peace? Well, I've said it many times before, and I'm sure I'll say it many times again. Trusting in God. No matter what we do in our life, things will get scary and times will be tough. But trusting in God brings us that peace. I can say I'm really scared right now with all of the stuff going on in the world, with COVID and all of that. But trusting that God will keep me safe and will keep me healthy and will provide the right doctors and people if I do get sick. And I need it, of course. But trusting that God will provide in that way brings me peace. And knowing that no matter what happens, that God still loves us. And he brings the right people into our life to help us when we need it the most. So we're going to go on here to our craft time, but it's going to look a little bit different because we don't have a fancy stand. This is what I'm using for a stand. Yeah, it's not the best, so I don't have anything to put the camera over so you can see the overhead view. So we're going to make our stuff today with me holding it in front, and it's going to be a challenge, but I hope that you guys can do it with me. So let's go ahead and do our craft time. Our craft today looks pretty simple to do. We have 4 things. We have 2 of these Christmas tree parts. As you can see, one is cut right here on the top, and one is cut right on the bottom. Those will have something that we'll do with it. We also have 2 more pieces here. We have this pot, and we have this stick. Pretty easy, and I think you know what we're going to do. Now I'm going to give you 2 options of ways to do this. You can color everything beforehand, or you can color it after. I like to color mine after, so just for the timing of this video, I'm going to put it together without. Now if you need time, just pause the video, color it, and come back to the video. So I'm going to show you what to do to start this process. So first, we don't need these 2 right away. So I'll put these down right here on my leg. We're going to take these 2 pieces. Now this is a very tricky part, and that's why we're going to start with it. If you can see how there's that hole right here, and there's the hole here, we have to take these and put them together in a way like this. So using the 2 holes, kind of put it through. Now this is kind of a challenging part because when you get to this, it might not slide super easy. You see mine's not sliding that easy. You gotta kind of push it and try not to break. And you might need to go like that. Perfect, I got it all the way. So there's our tree. Now the cool thing is, down at the bottom here, there is kind of an opening. And what we're going to do with that, we're going to take our stick, and we're going to put our stick in the middle of those 4 lines and kind of jab it in there. It'll look weird, but that's our stick. And that's part of our base of our tree. That's our trunk. And now we're going to put it in the pot. and we have ourselves a wooden Christmas tree, and it can kind of spin around and all of that. Now you can color your pot whatever color you feel like it. If you want to take this one step further, you can glue it down inside and then maybe put a little cotton right down in here, and you can make a snowy base for your tree. You can leave it blank if you really like, but a lot of people will take and they'll color this green, and then they'll color their star whatever color they want. And we say whatever color you want because we always think of yellow stars, right? I've seen blue, I've seen red, I've seen purple. I haven't seen any green ones, and that's my favorite color. But make them whatever color you want. And that's how we make our craft for today, our Christmas trees. And I hope you have fun and you put this somewhere where you enjoy, whether it's your nightstand by your bed, or maybe on your dresser, or maybe you and your family are putting them all together in with all of your other Christmas decorations. But this is one way that we're preparing for Christmas, as we are getting our trees ready. Like we say every week, stay safe, wash your hands, drink plenty of water, and we will see you guys again later. Bye!